So, hello there everyone and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for yet another episode of our FIFA 18 Road to Glory here on career mode with AFC Wimbledon. We are firmly into the second season now, all the way towards the end of February, and hopefully there should only be 2 or 3 more episodes of this season left to go. In terms of the calendar though, you can see that we've managed to overcome Arsenal in the FA Cup. League-wise, we might be in very poor form at the moment, but we are doing very well in the FA Cup. We've beaten Everton and Arsenal now in that competition, and once again we face a Premier League side in the round of 16 in the form of Crystal Palace today. On top of that, we should be facing Hull in the Championship, Birmingham, Brentford, Bristol City, Leeds and Cardiff. As I mentioned, we did have a bit of an up and down time of things last time, obviously overcoming Arsenal in the Cup, but in terms of league form it was pretty poor. Overall though, in the episode there were some standout performers, especially against Arsenal, as I mentioned. You guys are voting for Joel Azoro, over 50% of you voting for him to be player of the episode for this one. Now before we start this episode proper, there were some people wanting to take a look at the Youth Academy in this series, because I am wanting to use it relatively extensively as the series progresses on. There's kind of a bit of variance here. There's some very, very good players in this academy and also some ones that I'm not so sure about. Ewan Harris though is one that I hope will have a pretty decent impact when he does get promoted. He's still only 15 now, so we're leaving him there to grow a little bit, but he's 61 overall, 79 to 85 potential is very good. Dave Walker, very low overall, which is why we're training him at the moment, but he's got a decent potential. Siltala here again, low overall, not a great potential, and he's a right back, which we don't really use, so still unsure as to whether he'll ever get promoted. Jordan Davies though here is someone we promoted last episode into the Youth Academy, or scouted. He's 17, 56 overall, which isn't too bad and has a really good looking potential, so keep an eye on him. Declan Collins there, 78 to 84, same for Juho Koskinen there from Finland. We've got Brandon Green here as well, 76 to 90 potential. He's a centre mid, but again not a great overall. Dave McCall, one of the most promising players in this academy in terms of his potential, in 83 to 89. But look at this guy, Toby Brown, 15 years of age, 63 overall, 81 to 94 potential. He is going to be insane. He's another winger. We've got so many Youth Academy wingers already. But now it is game time, and what a game it is. This is the one we put off last episode because we didn't want to stain it just in case we lost after that incredible win over Arsenal in 2 rounds, if you like, in 2 games of the last round. And we are up against Crystal Palace now in round number 5 of the FA Cup. This could be a huge game. This could be a hat-trick of Premier League sides knocked out in a row in our FA Cup campaign. Gignac and Benteke as a front two. We are going to have to deal with a lot of aerial challenges. Holy moly. McTominay into Dozzell, out wide there for De Silva Lopez. 1-2 between himself and Taylor. De Silva Lopez though is denied by Sergio, and it's cleared away before going out for a corner by Ben Chilwell. This is Barnes down the line there for Azoro. Back inside now for Andre Dozzell, who goes from a tight angle, and Sergio saves again. Bounces across the area. And if only one of our strikers had still been there, Lyle Taylor had retreated a little bit. Toko over to De Silva Lopez in a little bit of space, trying to play it back in, maybe too many passes. Maybe De Silva Lopez should have gone with a cross there. Sacco though has lost that in a very dangerous position to De Silva Lopez, who cuts it back for Lyle Taylor, but it's saved by Sergio. That should have been 1-0 for sure. We've had some good chances, but they've been, you know, blocked by good saves. That is just Lyle Taylor pummeling it straight at the goalkeeper. He should have done better to try and put that down in the bottom corner. We do need to make sure that we take our chances though if we get any more, because we're up against Premier League opposition. They're going to be clinical if we give them enough opportunities. It's gone Chalvez here for Palace. Gets the shot away, but it's over the bar. Thankfully not troubling Christian Walton there, but just a little bit too much space and time on the ball. That though is half time. Overall, we should be leading. Palace definitely got back onto level terms in the second half of that half. We should have been 1-0 up by then. Couple of really, really good chances, especially for Lyle Taylor. That final one. Here's Dozzell. We're looking bright again here. Dozzell's got runners. He can't quite find Taylor though, thanks to a great challenge. I think Dozzell just showed a little bit too much of that to the French centre-back there. De Silva Lopez again, a through ball denied by a last-ditch challenge from Palace. This time Riedewald, who now finds Gignac. That's through to Christian Benteke. Ugh! For God's sake, I knew this was going to happen. We've had chances as well. We can't give people like Benteke and Gignac opportunities. I mean, it's not even that bad defensively. You know, Florence, if Benteke takes one more touch, he's crowded out by both Florence and Oshalaja. They've hit us, to be honest with you, they've hit us with a sucker punch. And that in itself is a good sign. We've been able to dominate a Premier League side, and they've had to hit us with the sucker punch of having basically one chance in the game. But it's not over yet. This is Andre Dozel back into Erling Haaland with the late... Oh, I thought he was going to provide the late action again, the late chance. I mean, we've still got 15 minutes this game to go, but Haaland there, just a little bit wild. It's not even that far away. It's just a little bit too high. And Harvey Barnes is in a great position down the right-hand side. It's Harvey Barnes and tries to play it across, but again... Palace stick out a foot and get the ball back. If we can get it back now, we might have a chance to get forward, but Palace are keeping hold of the ball expertly. Benteke loses the ball, and how is that a foul? What? Oh, referee, come on. How is that a foul? Was this going to happen again where we beat big opposition? Gignac makes it too. And it's game done. It's game over. They've had two good chances, man. They've had two chances. Walton could have saved that as well. That's so poor. We've lost. We've lost 2-0 to Palace. We've beaten Arsenal and Everton in the cup. I think after the first, 25 minutes, we had enough chances to win that game, but then we did we even create anything after that? There you have it. There's your ratings. I do think we played pretty well. Yeah, we just didn't have the quality. I think Palace had more quality than us, and that showed. As per usual, I always get the comments about why I'm training older players, and I always answer them, but I always still get the comments anyway. And Susie Tocum and Lyle Taylor are being trained so that they're actually of championship quality. I know they're never going to be Premier League quality. I'm not training them because I think they're going to get to 80 overall. I'm training them because I want them to have some sort of part to play in this series. If we ever make it to the Premier League, and Nzuzi Toko and Lyle Taylor are 69 rated, they're going to be completely useless. So I'm trying to make sure they're at least semi-useful when we get to the promised land. Multiple changes now going into our next played game up against Hull City in the Championship. The likes of Haaland, Trotter, Visser, McKenzie, Smith and Darius Charles all in, as well as Roy Carroll to replace Christian Walton, who's been a little bit underwhelming in recent episodes, generally speaking. So now, because we're getting towards the business end of the season, this is actually also an opportunity for some of the fringe players to give me a reason to keep hold of them. Because I am anticipating we might well be in the Championship again next season, and for the likes of Liam Trotter and Rory McKenzie, who have sort of flirted with being sold every now and again through poor performances or just not necessarily being needed, this sort of time in a season is an opportunity to prove why I should be keeping them going into a potential second season in the Championship. Hull have got so many bodies behind the ball. We're 20 minutes in the game. Like, look how many people they've got back. They've just got Hernandez forward, and that's it. But I thought I'd sorted out the whole AI being just ridiculously defensive in games, but clearly not. Well, I'm sorry, ladies and gents. The first half an hour of this game has been utterly abysmal because the AI don't want to attack at all. But we've got a decent position here for Erling Haaland at least. Trotter towards Azoro, out wide now for Lorenzo Visser and saved by Marshall. But yeah, as I was saying just before that chance, the AI just do not want to play me. They just want to sit back and take the draw straight away. Ball in towards Erling Haaland though. Oh, just over the bar. I think it's come off Hector actually, has it? Good challenge though there from Smith. Can we make anything of this right at the end of the half? It's Liam Trotter. Great turn and finish from Liam Trotter. And we've finally beaten this stubborn Hull defence right at the end of the first half. I genuinely didn't feel as if I was ever going to get past this lot, but finally we've broken them down. Really good challenge from Kelvin Smith, that monster of a man that we got from the free agents last episode. Trotter does well to turn and then shoot underneath the goalkeeper. Really nice and composed actually to get it past David Marshall. I'm just trying to work out if there's been a patch since the last time I played this game. I don't think there has been, because I don't know, the game just feels proper different in comparison. Like the AI seem even more negative than usual. They've got a chance there though, and Kim has put that one just wide of the near post. 20 minutes of this one to go as things stand, just the one goal in it. Although Haaland's won that in a dangerous position, it might be too soon. It's through towards Lyle Taylor, who should make it 2-0, and he does. Hull City self-combust towards the end of the game, and we have grabbed a vital second goal. Erling Haaland does a great job there to win the ball back in a dangerous position, calmly playing Lyle Taylor at the right time. Believe those are his first 2 touches since coming on for Azoro, so instant impact from the Montserrat Messi, and they might start attacking a lot soon, so we'll be able to pick them open a little bit more easily. Haaland there is trying to do just that. It's into Lyle Taylor again, saved by Marshall. It'll fall for Morgan Shaw. Wanted to hit it first time, but he was just a little bit too far wide. It's Abel Hernandez here up against Darius Charles. A good ball in towards Evandro, but just loops into the grateful hands of Roy Carroll. Here's Kim. This is Bebe now with the shot. Again saved though by Roy Carroll. 2-0 victory up against Hull City, keeping a clean sheet and grabbing 3 points in the league, and we finally stopped the rot. We finally might be on our way towards improving our league form. Now here's an interesting one. Your man of the match was Kelvin Smith, the man who came in on the free agents list last episode, is already making an impact in the league and on the side. 9.2 rating for him, above both the goal scorers in Liam Trotter and Lyle Taylor. Also a 9.1 there for Erling Haaland as well for getting the assist. We're into a new month, we're into March. It's led to a bit of growth for McTominay, who's up by 1. Haaland is up by 1 as well now to 67, but apart from that, nothing much has changed. Up against Birmingham now, away from home in the Championship, and I do realise this will be a tough game. Fabrini though has given them the lead after 2 minutes, so it doesn't seem to bode well for us. I don't know what's really going on, because with the first half of the season we were so good in Sims, to the point where I was like, oh, well maybe we are good enough to do well in this league. And then since January we've been absolutely appalling. I think we've picked up like 1 point. We've been demolished 4-1 by Birmingham. Well, we go again, and we're up against Brentford, who just beat Nottingham Forest 3-0. I'd take a draw. I'd honestly take a draw. We've been so bad in Sims that any point at all is something. Mokojo has given Brentford the lead. Joel Azoro has equalised, so we are on course for a point at the moment. We've got 20 odd minutes to go. If we can just hold on for this, that would be great. Or if we could grab a winner late on in the game. It looks as if it's going to end as a draw. Indeed it does. It's something up against a side that I think is also in the playoffs at the moment. So after a couple of sim games, it's only right we get back into playing some more. And we're at home against Bristol City in this next one. You can see the side is slightly changed again from our usual lineup. Really just the fact that Erling Haaland is in. And also we've got Kelvin Smith playing at centre-back. He's a really tall guy. He's got good defensive stats. His jumping is good. Thought it would be quite nice to trial him there, because he might be someone who can play very well at centre-back as well. There is the side. It's still a strong one. It's a lot stronger than the side we had against Hull. We've obviously got the Silva Lopez back in, Barnes, Dozzell is back in. Don't want any opportunity for Bristol City to bring out some goal gifs on Twitter in this game. Although they're coming forward here down the right-hand side with Brownhill, good cutback, but Smith deals with it. Silva Lopez round the corner. This is still the Silva Lopez cutback there for Barnes, and it should have gone to Dozzell. Dozzell was clearly in the better position. I didn't put much power on the pass, so I don't know why it passed him by. But here comes Toko now down the right-hand side using his pace, but he's actually been caught up there by the Bristol City defender. Flint comes in again. There's some really good centre-back performances that are starting to get on my tits at the moment. This is Haaland, though, who's brought down. I think that was by Flint this time. Is he going to get a yellow card for his troubles? He isn't. Would have been nice for him to get a yellow... Oh, wait, what? What? Oh... Okay, alright, safe. It's a penalty. How's that happen then? Alright. What? I'm baffed. I'm fully baffed. Haaland won it. Beautiful stuff. Right, Erling Haaland to give us a 1-0 lead. Oh, it's saved by the goalkeeper. To be honest, I don't think it was a penalty anyway, so it might well be justice done, but it's borderline. I would have probably given the defender the benefit of the doubt. I'm being very pragmatic here, but I think justice might actually have been done. I don't think that's really a penalty. Oh my word. I give up. How has that gone in? How has that gone in? Gustav Engvall has scored for Bristol City. I'm vexed. I'm very, I'm not going to lie to you. I might not be showing it, but I'm really annoyed. I'm really annoyed. And I'll tell you what, I'm annoyed about multiple things. One, there's clearly a foul on Dale Fry there, first of all, because he's been pushed to the ground by the guy that scored the goal. So there's clearly a foul on the defender that would have defended that. So that's the first thing. Second, why are my 2 tallest players in the wall? I don't want Oshalaja and flipping Haaland in the wall. The wall never does anything. So why can you not change the players in your wall on this game? I want them in the box to deal with it. And thirdly, now the penalty miss actually means something, and I wasn't that vexed about that before, but now I am. So ref's had an absolute stinker. The penalty wasn't a penalty for us, and now he's flipping done this. I cannot believe you've done... Dozzell. Okay, no, I need to calm down, because I play worse when I'm annoyed. Harvey Barnes there's clipped that over the top for Andre Dozzell. Shocker of a first touch, though, and Flint is once again there to deal with it. He loses it, though, and now it's into Joel Azoro. Mistake from Bristol City. What a save from Fielding. How on earth have we not scored there? I don't know if it's a bad miss or just an insane save. I think it's a combination of both. McTominay there trying to play it through for Joel Azoro. Again, it's Joel Azoro wide of the near post. We're getting all the chances, but again, we're being so wasteful like that Crystal Palace game. Oh, Flo's gone past Dale Fry far too easily. He's cut it back for Engvall. Good block from... Oh my god! This is getting on my tits. This is really getting on my tits now. How? Oh, Dale Fry is getting dropped. I'm not gonna lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. Kelvin Smith has done a madness to block that, and Dale Fry's just gone, just head the ball, man. You've got a big enough head, fam. Just head it. Ah, I can't be arsed. This Gustav Engvall kid scored a brace against me. Who is he? Who is he? Can't be arsed. I cannot be bothered. Right, we've got 20 minutes to save ourselves again. So, here we are. 4-2-4 is once again going to have to be deployed. Dale Fry is coming off the pitch because he's been horrendous. Right, McTominay's put De Silva Lopez away. This really needs to end in a goal if we've got a chance to bring this one back. The one man that I didn't want to have that opportunity was probably De Silva Lopez. I would have rather had Nzuzi Toko in that position. Erling Haaland into Azoro. Out wide here now for Harvey Barnes. And he drags it wide as well. I mean, we deserve to lose. I'm sorry. I really wish I could take the blame. I could take the blame for the penalty because it was just a poor penalty. But everything else, the poor finishing has been just, I mean, just draw a line under it. Draw a line under it, otherwise I'm going to rant all day. I don't think we actually have a clinical finisher in this team. Really, I don't. I don't think we have a single clinical finisher in this side. And I thought it was going to be Joel Azoro. After that League One season, I thought Joel Azoro was going to be it. And it just hasn't worked out like that. Taylor scored more goals than Joel Azoro, I think ×3. So there's only 2 more games left to play. One will be played and one will be simmed. This is going to be the sim one at home against Leeds, because usually sim games at home are a little bit easier, and I think that Leeds are probably easier opposition than Cardiff. This sim isn't going very well either. Thankfully, Harvey Barnes has decided to actually score this time, and he's got an equaliser. And Osher Large has actually given us the lead, so we're 2-1 up now against Leeds. Sites, though, has scored from the penalty spot. Barry Fuller's come on and got sent off. We get a draw. Not bad. Another decent result, I guess. But so it's time now for the final game of today's episode. It's been a bit of a frustrating one overall, but we'll be hoping to end it on a high note as we face Cardiff City away from home. So we go into this one, I think the lowest we've ever been in this table so far this season in the Championship. We're not even in the top 10 going into this one, although it sounds a lot worse than it actually is. A win here would actually see us move up to 7th place because we've got games in hand. That, though, that good situation that I mentioned does require a good result here. So we actually, you know, we need to win. We need to pull something out of the bag. And to be honest with you, to settle some of the nerves and issues in this side, it might need to be a comfortable win. Dozzell now going for the 1-2, give and go with De Silva Lopez. De Silva Lopez wants it again, this time with Joel Azoro. De Silva Lopez, time to redeem yourself, and he hits the post this time. Inside of the post, desperately unlucky for De Silva Lopez. It was a much better finish this time at least, but it should have been a goal still. A big chance for us. I mean, he hasn't missed by as much as he did in the last game, but it still needed to be a goal, really. We're coming forward again now. It's Andre Dozzell, still Dozzell, over to Lyle Taylor, there towards De Silva Lopez, and this time the Portuguese winger does score. He scrambled it in. It's not a good goal, I can't lie to you. It's a very, very poor goal. I was trying to find De Silva Lopez the first time, but Taylor decided to take it on anyway. De Silva Lopez's miss, where he hit the post a moment ago, is forgotten because the Portuguese winger slides in and does give us a 1-0 lead. We're coming forward again actually here now. Barnes down the line again here for Azoro. This right-hand side's causing Cardiff some issues. Can spread the play though over to De Silva Lopez again, who finds himself in again, and he scored again. De Silva Lopez has gone from being the villain, really, from missing so many good chances. He scored 2 in 4 minutes, and we're 2-0 up against Cardiff. I said we might have needed a comfortable lead, and we're 2 goals up inside quarter of an hour. Azoro there playing it across, really nicely done. And De Silva Lopez in exactly the same position really as his first chance was. This time he does find the back of the net, blasting it across the goalkeeper's body, and the man's got a brace. Have we even seen that before in this series? He's known, really, for his poor finishing, despite the fact he scored 9 goals in the league. Most of those are in Sims. Bolger, blasted there into Lyle Taylor. Back to Dozzell, that's through towards Joel Azoro. He almost got on the end of it, if not for some really good defending from Bennett. Coming forward again here, now with Lyle Taylor. Back to Lyle Taylor again! Oh my goodness gracious me! What? Lyle Taylor has ripped the flipping now part with 3-0 up inside 20 minutes. Oh my god, what a goal from Lyle Taylor. Are you mad? Are you actually mad? That's, oh my god. I have never seen anything more top bins than that in my entire existence. Fam, Lyle Taylor, that's disgusting. I mean, where has this come from? We've been borderline diabolical all episode, and we're winning 3-0. That's now into Mendes Lang, who's gone past Dale Fry, saved at the near post by Christian Walton. This is Lee Tomlin. That's now into Rolls, and it's over the bar. Probably had a lot more time than he thought there. The Cardiff midfielder. He didn't have too many players around. I don't think he needed to hit that first time. But we are playing some absolutely scintillating football right now. And it's back to Lyle Taylor again. Oh my word. It almost deflected in this time off Ekwele Manga. Gonna get swung in here by Barnes. It's towards Adedeji Oshalaja, but straight into Etheridge's midriff. Half-time then swings about, and what a first 45 it's been for us and for that man there, De Silva Lopez, with a 5-minute brace, added to by an unbelievable goal from Lyle Taylor, and we see ourselves in at half-time 3 goals to the good. Well, he's got the pace to outdo everybody down this right-hand side, and Zuzi Toko, the Congolese midfielder, he's got men in the middle. It's towards Harvey Barnes, who gets on the end of it and should have made it 4. Probably should have gone back across the goalkeeper instead of towards the near post. He would have had it covered anyway. We've got an injury there for De Silva Lopez. It's a massive shame, given he's been so good in this game. Deji Oshalaja, mate. It's just rude. Lose it there with Lyle Taylor, and it's fallen kindly for Cardiff. Oshalaja again falls kindly for Cardiff, but like the more blasts that one wide. Dozzell, Taylor, back into Andre Dozzell, who can cut it back for Erling Haaland, and that is 4-0. And that is, well, it's a beautifully worked goal, and it's finished in a goal for our new number 9, Erling Haaland. We've got to remember, he's 18 only, is this kid. Pretty simple, give and go between Taylor and Dozzell. Dozzell unselfishly cuts it back, and Erling Haaland, nerves of steel. To be honest, it's now really just about holding on to the clean sheet. I don't really necessarily care about scoring any more goals, although if we were to score another, it would be our record victory in this series. So that is, I guess, something to bear in mind, but I don't really care about it all that much. Toko's going to clip that one forward towards Lyle Taylor. He's going to get on the end of it as well, actually, as Lyle Taylor. It's Lyle Taylor deflected, though, off Tertsev. And that is it. A 4-0 victory against Cardiff is one hell of a way to end the episode, I suppose. We needed a comfortable victory. We needed 3 points more than anything, and that should really spark some confidence now into the side. It's no massive surprise that your man of the match was Leonardo da Silva Lopez after scoring 2 goals, but also Andre Dozzell getting a double or a brace in assists. Gets a 9.5 as well to match the Portuguese winger. Once again, it's just a small 5-day injury for Leonardo da Silva Lopez, so we'll probably see him in the next game, hopefully. You'll have to wait till next episode, though, to see that one. Here is the table as things stand at the end of episode number 23 of this series. As I mentioned, Huddersfield have really started to extend a gap now over 2nd and 3rd place, being Aston Villa and Watford. We went into that game there up against Cardiff outside of the top 10, but as you can see, we are now up into 7th place, and we've also got a game in hand on the teams above us, so we could jump back into those playoff places. In the background now, though, you'll be able to see the Hall of Fame where all the accolades are kept. We weren't able to beat that biggest win record, unfortunately, due to the fact that we didn't grab that 5th goal against Cardiff. But as far as I'm aware, Lyle Taylor might have changed one of the records by now levelling back up with Joel Azoro in terms of goals scored. And in the top right of the screen, you'll be able to vote for your player of the episode in this one. There'll be many candidates just based off that Cardiff game alone. So that's going to round things up for today's episode of the Wimbledon Road to Glory here on FIFA 18 Career Mode. If you have enjoyed it, slap a like on this video, of course, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Once again, I want to say a massive thank thank you for 60,000 subscribers. It's literally insane. It's actually insane. Like, I genuinely can't physically process it properly, but it's mad. So I really want to say massive thank you to you guys for that one. And if you really want to, you can follow me on social media these days too. My Twitter handle and Insta are @theofficialfng, and links are down below. But a very up and down, frustrating, joyous, very all over the place episode of Wimbledon career is now at an end. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys overall. Have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
Yo, Massappels.
I roll out with some monsters. Looks like your team and you watchers. I do not roll with imposters. Sound like the man in the Oscars. I'm drunk of Henny and Fosters. I have a career, I am jobless. This bitch f me so hard, I might just end up unconscious. I like girls in lingerie, especially if it is crotchless. Bitch, I am the bigger picture. There is no way you can crop us.